Tuna and the Crystal Cavern. Tuna was a curious 9-year-old boy who lived in the small town of Blue Bay, where colorful houses hugged the shoreline and fishing boats rocked gently in the harbor each morning, and every day he helped his grandmother feed the chickens and collect fresh eggs before school, and every evening he and his best friend Leyla ran along the pebble beach to watch the sun set like a gold coin sinking into the sea. But one clear summer night, as they walked home together, Tuna spotted a faint blue glow behind a cluster of old driftwood by the rocks, and when he approached he found a smooth crystal pebble that pulsed with soft light. So Leyla held her small lantern beside it, and they heard a gentle voice whisper, "Follow my glow to the Crystal Cavern," which made their hearts beat fast with excitement and a little fear, yet they knew they must be brave and help if the pebble needed them. So before dawn they met at the wooden gate near Tuna's cottage, packed a small backpack with 2 cheese sandwiches, 2 bottles of water, a warm scarf for Leyla, a handy flashlight for Tuna, and the glowing pebble carefully wrapped in silk. And together with Tuna's loyal puppy Finn, they set off down the winding trail that led through the dune grasses and toward the forest that began just beyond the sand dunes, where tall pines bent in the cool breeze and wildflowers nodded sleepily in the morning light. Tuna held the pebble high so its glow could guide them over the soft path, and Leyla studied the pebble's light as if it were a map, and Finn padded happily beside them, his tail wagging in quiet joy. After a short walk they reached a clear stream that sang over smooth stones, and Leyla knelt to fill her water bottle while Tuna watched the pebble's light flicker in his hand, pointing them upstream. So they followed the pebble's bright pulse past mossy rocks and tangled roots until they came to a fallen log blocking the path, and Tuna knelt to lift one end while Leyla pushed with all her strength, and Finn barked encouragement until they cleared the log and rescued a small salamander trapped under its weight. And the moment the salamander slipped free, the pebble glowed a warm pink and a small pink crystal appeared at Finn's paws, so Tuna placed it in his pocket, feeling proud. They continued following the stream until it widened into a shallow pool where the water shone clear like glass, and there they found a fox cub caught in some fishing line. So Leyla used her scarf to lift the line gently and free the cub while Tuna held the pebble close to the bush to show the way. And when the cub scurried away, the pebble glowed forest green and revealed a green crystal under a fern, which Leyla picked up carefully. Next the path climbed a soft hill dotted with daisies, and Tuna spotted a silver owl perched on an oak branch, its eyes reflecting the pebble's light, and Leyla offered half of her sandwich to the owl, so it flew down to accept her kindness and then fluttered off to a hollow where it dropped a blue crystal into Tuna's hand, its glow as calm as a clear sky. The children drank their water and ate the rest of the sandwiches under the oak, and Tuna sketched each crystal in his notebook. Then the pebble glowed softly in violet, guiding them to a hidden hollow beneath a cliff wall where a narrow wooden door stood almost unseen by vines and lichen. Tuna inserted the pink, green, and blue crystals into 3 small holes in the door frame, and as Leyla turned the pebble in its brass holder, the door creaked open to reveal a dark tunnel lit only by the faint glow of the pebble and the crystals, and Luna, the pup, padded ahead sniffing the air. Inside the tunnel they found walls of glittering quartz and clusters of amethyst that shone like the night sky, and the floor was covered in soft moss that felt cool under their shoes. After a short walk they came to a vast chamber where a gentle waterfall poured from the ceiling into a crystal pool at their feet, and the pool water glittered in rainbow colors while tiny fish darted like living jewels. At the center of the chamber stood a smooth stone altar carved with moon and star patterns, and the pebble pulsed once more, pointing to a small silver bowl on the altar which Leyla filled with water from the pool. Tuna placed the pebble gently inside the bowl and watched as its light spread across the water to the walls, making every crystal sparkle and sending a soft melody through the chamber like distant bells, and the voice whispered, "Thank you for freeing my crystal heart. Now take this gift." From beneath the altar a single crystal rose like a flower of pure white light, and Tuna lifted it in wonder while Finn sat quietly beside him. The voice said, "This crystal carries the strength of the cavern. Place it in your village fountain, and courage will flow for all to drink." Leyla wrapped the crystal in her scarf and Tuna held the bowl under his arm, and they retraced their steps through the tunnel as the light dimmed behind them, closed the hidden door, and followed the pebble's final glow back to the stream, where the rescued salamander and the cub watched them say goodbye. By midday they reached the meadow's edge and hurried home, arriving just as their families called them for lunch. Tuna and Leyla placed the crystal in the village fountain at the center of the square, and water surged from the fountain in a bright arc as the crystal glowed with pure white light, and villagers cheered, feeling a warm calm in their hearts. That day the children told everyone of the Crystal Cavern, the hidden door, and the crystal heart, and each evening Tuna placed the pebble on his bedside table and Leyla pressed the pink, green, blue, and white crystals into her notebook with careful hands, writing simply, "We followed the starlight pebble, freed the crystal heart, and learned that kindness and courage light every cave," and they fell asleep dreaming of secret caverns and glowing stones, knowing that whenever their world needed hope they could remember the Crystal Cavern and let its light guide them once more.